Columbus, Ohio. It's the Michigan State Spartans and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Spartans head coach right before the game. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And the Buckeyes headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans' offense will be first on the attack. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
And, man, he is going to be tasked at that QB spot with a tremendous challenge. This unit, they're top 10 in sacks, and they're going to be pinning their ears back, flying around like you've watched them on tape. And so, Palmer, when you're a QB, man, and you know you're going against guys that can get to you fast, that win, they hit quarterbacks, like what's going through your head to start a football game?
You are not going to be able to get through your entire You are going 1 to 2, and if that's not open, you're taking off or you're throwing it away. You better know where your check down throw is each and every time you drop back, because against this pass rush, you are not going to have a lot of time.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Crosses the 35. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to establish the run. They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Something to watch in this game, will he be able to attack this secondary, particularly the one corner that has had his share of issues? Tavian St. Clair finds his man. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. Looking for a man, it's St. Clair. Makes the grab, it's Roberts. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Really Buckeyes pick up on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. St. Clair can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Finds space. It's Jackson. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll move the tight end. St. Clair from the gun on 3rd down. Extending the play. He's going to run it. He works his way inside the 30. They'll mark him down at the 29. It brings up 4th down, and let's see what they do. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Right side, it's Roberts. They'll knock him down, and he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. Throwing St. Clair. Oh, pressure's coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense about to dial up its 10th play of this drive. The run inside. It's Jackson. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 20. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Sells the run, looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Tavian St. Clair. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Getting set for the point after. Extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll run it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. Good timing on the quick out. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down to the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. St. Clair. They're all over him. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Turns it upfield. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was...
Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Tells to run, wants to pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Now they'll run the draw. Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on 3rd and long, and they got nothing to show for it. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Searching for space. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Motion from the wideout. Throwing St. Clair. Escapes the pressure going right. Fires on the move. He makes the catch. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Buckeyes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Tavian on the play action. Buying time to his right. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Makes the grab. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Fresh setter down's going to the air. On the move, he fires. He's got an open man. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation. And you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Takes the handoff. It's Cross. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Tavian St. Clair. Under pressure. And down he goes.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
From the gun on 3rd down, St. Clair. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The ball pops out on the return. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out wide right, it's Johnson. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
St. Clair. Complete.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They go play action with St. Clair. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Snagged it in the end zone and put points on the board. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground. You're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They'll move the wide receiver. Makes a man miss. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Straight ahead, it's Cross. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Rolls right. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. He's loose. Touchdown, Buckeyes. A great catch and run for 6.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. On the move at the 30. Oh, he found a space on the right. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense.
Man, it's fun to be a QB when you can get the ball out and your guys can make plays like that. You're in the corner of your own end zone.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out and get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
Finds a crease at the 20. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Drops back on 1st down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
second down, going to throw it. And it's picked off for the third time today. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And, man, this defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house, now an interception, and take it back to the house. They make big plays, and they put that thing in the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he's going to bring it out. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Reporting from the Michigan State sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up at the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Off play action on first down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Second and long here. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Lofts one high and deep. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Throwing St. Clair. Stepping to the right. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. They'll need a bunch on second down. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch, it's Smith. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Tavian on the play action. Still looking to his right. Wide open downfield. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Quarterback changing the play. Sends it back in motion. Again, it's St. Clair. Rushes on. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Flip it out to the back on the screen. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Tavian St. Clair. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
One more snap coming before halftime. Touchdown, Buckeyes! extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Conner. The Spartans will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Guys, I caught up with the Buckeyes head coach coming out of the locker room. He is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge.
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. There he goes. Touchdown, Spartan. A pick 6. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Buckeyes sideline, the offense is getting ready to take the field right now, but they have been patting the defense on the back, patting guys on the helmet, saying, get that ball back for us. We are going to make them pay. This defense has kept their offense right in it. There's a ton of chemistry and excitement down here on the field. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. They'll take the penalty and move them back. With that penalty, the offense is backed up, still second down. Hits inside, it's Rodgers. There's a crease. Taken down.
And he chews up yardage, but still doesn't earn the first down.
We all know that was a give-up play. They were just saying, let's get our bearings back, and all of a sudden they bust a pretty big one.
Get a big one, keep chewing up yards, and you still have another down to go.
Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of that one.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Going to field this one in tight quarters. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Long way to go on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, gonna throw it. Out wide left, it's Parachek. Makes the grab in their space. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Spartans peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking for running room. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Picked off to stop the threat. St. Clair Move to his right. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. They go play action with St. Clair. The throw. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll run this play from the pistol. Play action on first down. Going to take a shot. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Throwing St. Clair. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. The offense lining up for a first down play. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Moving out to the right. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Rid of it on the RPO. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Tavian St. Clair finds his target. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jess.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays. Good play call offensively, and that's the right place to go with the football if you're the quarterback, but just a better job by the defender knocking that ball down.
They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
St. Clair from the gun on 3rd down. Gets rid of it.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Throws it deep. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted to 4th down to keep the drive going. St. Clair. Right side, it's Jackson. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. The Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Nowhere to go. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. Tavian on the play action. Reels it in. Touchdown, Buckeye! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
He'll bring it out. It's Danzy. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. From the gun, nice move there. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
And send the tight end in motion. The give to the back. See some running room. Turning on the Jets. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Spartans, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And here's what I like about that, man. That feels like an instinctive play. Like this guy almost knew it was coming. You know, most of the time in a bootleg, they want to show you the run first, but he wasn't buying it, went right to the quarterback, saw it, and made the big sack.
When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He's spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Runs through a tackle. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on Ohio State's sideline, their tight end has been a brilliant target here today. Over 100 yards receiving already in this game, and I expect them to keep him in and keep going to this big target. As you know, the tight ends never get the glory, and this guy is on fire today. Let's see if they continue to feed him the rock. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of the...
He'll take the deep shot. Goes high to pull it in. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. Changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the misconnection on the first attempt, see if he gets a little looser.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. in St. Clair. He's got it. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The running back has it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires to the big fella. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Rush right in his face. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Guys, here on the Buckeyes sideline, this quarterback has been absolutely spectacular today. Over 400 yards passing late in the game with this big lead. We're curious to see how long the coaches keep him out there, but from what I can see on the sideline,
he's going for it all. And he went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
2nd and long here. Tavian St. Clair. He's not afraid to go deep. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out.
And the offensive player had to commit pass interference on that play. You saw the defender jump the throw. The defender was in position to make an interception, so the offensive player had to do something to break it up.
Making the adjustment on the play. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Fires to the middle. Oh, it's a fumble. And he falls on top of his own fumble.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense falls.
Run the gun on 3rd down, St. Clair. He wants to go deep. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. He breaks a tackle. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. They'll run the screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Trying to get started. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on Ohio State's sideline, the team is rallying around their quarterback. He has been terrific today. Every time he comes off the field, they're patting him on the back, making sure he knows that he is their guy. His performance has been stellar. Not a big surprise, but still, the way he's shown up and shown some composure and poise, the guys are rallying and loving what they're seeing from their QB. Back to you guys.
Okay, Holly. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. They go play action with St. Clair. That one just came off his hand badly.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target. They're just not on the same page.
They'll need a bunch on second down. St. Clair escapes the pressure to his right. He's going to take off. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Making the adjustment. St. Clair from the gun on third down. Left side is Glover. Turning it on! And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
I'll tell you, you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Sells the run, looking to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. And the Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They'll run the screen. Nice move to keep running. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. The Spartans line up to punt it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. He's got great speed. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Throwing St. Clair. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown. Lining up to add another. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. From deep, it's Coleman Williams. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Spartans offense, ready to go to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we had just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play.